In order to do your job effectively, you have to have been rested. Hello, and welcome aboard another episode of the Captain's Lifestyle Podcast. This is your captain speaking, Taylor Morgan. On today's episode, we have another very special guest, and he is sitting with me right here, as you can see, if you're watching the video version. If you're listening, you can't see, but Sean, welcome to the show. All right, so now you have this kind of extra time off from work, and what'd you do with it?
So during all this recovery, I've been working on a business for the past years. I don't know how many. I guess you could say it technically started in college with my major, but Functional Hero. And just came with the name, just roll off the tongue with some buddies. We were talking about that burnout process that happens with first responders, and there's nothing there to get us back to normal. There's just this Band-Aid effect, or this acceptance of, kind of like this burnout malaise, bitterness that happens, salty, #salty, always, right? You're like, I don't know, it's, I get it. You need to be a warrior, in a warrior mindset in those situations, but as soon as you close the door on that situation, like, come back to real life, you know what I mean?
Like we were saying before, it's a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
We're not saying to not be, hardcore and, do your job if you're a first responder in the military, but there's, like you said, a time and a place. And in order to, do your job effectively, you have to have been rested. Like the workout example, people put so much emphasis on the actual act of going to the gym. Well, that's not where you get better. You get better when your body recovers from the stress that you just put it through. So recovery, in reality is actually more important than the actual workout itself, because if you don't recover, you just keep getting worse and worse and worse because your muscles are breaking down. So same thing with stress, like we've been talking about. You gotta hit that reset button. So
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and one of the captains I had my rookie year put it really well for me, so it's probably helped shape my mindset around it. He goes, we have wartime and peacetime. And he goes, I get it's very military mindset metaphor, but we are a militaristic organization, so we're going to use that. But it can be applied to, it doesn't matter what you do. If you run your own business from home, if you're slanging coffees as a barista, like there's a wartime and a peacetime, meaning like there's times to focus and game on. You know what I mean? Like we're not worried about social media, we're not like talking to our lady, we're not, that's for when I'm done with this specific piece of moment. And he was referring to at the fire station, wartime is when the tones go off. It doesn't matter what we're talking about, it doesn't matter what we're laughing about. It's time to go. And shut up and get up. Let's go. Put your boots on, do your job, do A, B, and C, do your steps, know your protocols, do it well. And then when we're driving back, peacetime, relax, start laughing, joke about it. And there's always the caveat that first responders kind of have a sick humor. We got to laugh about everything, and it's because we have to laugh everything off. Otherwise, there's no way to internalize everything that we see every day. Yeah. And so we go to that peacetime, but relax, let it go. Get back into that parasympathetic. Don't stay high revved, otherwise you will burn out. And so to that first responder lifestyle, right? You're up all day, all night. You're high stress. Hopefully you're doing it right in the mindset you're having wartime, peacetime, but more time than not, what I've noticed is they're not. We are not, sorry, not they. I'm definitely part of that, and I've experienced it. But if you're in that mindset, if you're in that lifestyle, what are the things that you can start implementing into your daily habits to counteract it, right? How do we combat that, the overstressed vessel of the first responder? And we can do it through all these biohacks that we've referred to, and we can do it through different exercise routines. The NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Association, I'm certified as a CSCS through them, which is a Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, and then also a Tactical Strength and Conditioning Specialist. So I got these really in-depth certifications through them because they've done decades of research for military and first responders specifically on what is the right workout training method to make sure that we're not overtaxing your system that's already super taxed, but also keep you functioning and ready to get it. And so we came up with like certain exercise, or they came up with certain exercise routines, which I'm implementing into my business, Functional Hero.
What's up, Captains? I'm here with Sean Percy Travis, founder of The Calling Man and Functional Hero. We're about to get in the ice bath. We just recorded a podcast, and we got a nice little concoction here of vasodilators. So it's citrulline malate, L-arginine, and some BCAAs. So after we get in the ice bath, this is just to help us get the blood flow back and really get the circulation for our workout. So here we go.
What's up?
Alright, so for the ice bath, we're going to do Wim Hof breathing, which you're obviously familiar with. So 30 to 50 breaths, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then I like to hold the last inhale and then get in as you're exhaling. And then, yeah, so exhale, water's here, exhale, go all the way under, hold it for, if you can, 5 seconds.
Okay.
Come up. As soon as you can, get control of your breathing, do box breathing.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a big shock to the system.
Yep.
So yeah, let's break through some of this ice. I don't like this.
Literally is the ice.
You want to come see?
Ice sheet.
It's, look, literally chunks of ice.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Well, go ahead.
How long do you usually go for?
2 minutes. So take a big inhale. Hold. Good. Good. Nice. Control of it through the nose. Nice. Box breathe. Relax the hands. Relax the hands. Good. Lean back. Good. There we go. 90 seconds left. 20 seconds. Almost there. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Very good.
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, so as I've said before, once you're in the ice bath, it's really important to get control of your breathing as soon as possible. So instead of like, which is your body's natural response, which is gonna happen, that's why I go underwater and then come up and I don't even open my mouth. I immediately start breathing through my nose and getting control of that box breathing to really get control of your parasympathetic or your sympathetic nervous system. And so now when I'm in the ice bath, I know it's really weird, but I just feel completely fine. And I don't really have an explanation of why that is. Because it's like I can feel cold, I just don't really let it affect me.
I wasn't getting back.
That's what Brooke does.
I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, so that's why we took the vasodilators to get the blood flowing back much quicker.
Yeah.
And then the rebounding helps with that also, as well as lymph flow. So it's a good thing to do first thing in the morning to start your day, or even throughout the workday, just to get the blood flowing back to the brain, get the creative juices flowing.
So it's like this is the kind of workout that's gonna like help maybe
more like rejuvenating.
Yes,
Yeah.
very rejuvenating. It's been prepped for that. It's also the kind of programming and periodization that they implement for people on deployment. So it keeps you at ready, set, go at all the time.
Perfect.
Without burning you out. Gotcha. Everyone has different thresholds, but this is like the core of it being able to keep you there and rejuvenate that energy. So
Sweet.
yeah, and
Let's do it.
workout means or what warm-up means. warm up doesn't mean warm up. Warm up means like you are literally priming your body. Right? Would you not oil the engine before using it? You know what I mean? So oil your engine. This is just kind of written out movements they go along the myofascial chains. You've seen a lot of them, you've done a lot of them, but may or may not have experienced why they're so effective. These are just a handful of like super effective movements, right? We all know that. But,
Yeah.
And then it goes into timing and tempo, different movements that are going to strain you but not stress you, or stress you but not strain you. But like right, that you're gonna get elevated but not peaked out.
Yeah.
And they all have different focuses. A lot of it's timing, a lot of it's rep count. And a lot of it's some of it's going to be based on weight, some of it's going to be based on body weight. And there's kind of a header on each, like hypertrophy conditioning versus power endurance versus tactical movements versus reset breath work. Like they each have a purpose. I think that should kind of like have a purpose.
I like how you end it with the breath work.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. Well, that's paramount. It's like, how are you transitioning?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to peak or raise your nervous system at all, you need to get it back to baseline so that you're ready to go. Like if I'm just revving off my workout,
Yeah.
I'm good for the next hour and a half. I always am. But then I'm typically like lunch and a nap. You know what I mean? After that, I'm like, oh, dude, I need to lay down. Like,
Box in the box, let's do 4, 7, 8.
okay, so inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Primarily, if you can, everything in and out of your nose. Secondary, pursed lips. If you can't, you're still learning how to nose breathe. Just breathe. Right?
Just
So-
breathe. What's up, captains? Just finished up nice little workout recovery session with my boy Sean Percy Travis. So yeah, we did a podcast today, did an ice bath, finished up with some functional hero training. You want to talk a little bit about what we did?
Yeah, we did. So, excuse me, a little frog in my throat. Just finished breath work. We did the Revive program, which is what it is. It's the title of it, right? To
Yep.
revive your nervous system. It's for the burned out first responder who's struggling to get the energy by too many energy drinks, too much coffee, always feeling tired. Or even for the high revving person who is just super fatigued that day. And that's the kind of movement that is going to increase your gains, increase your longevity, but also help you heal and help you get to that recovery calm. And and so we went through it and feel great. It took us about 30 minutes. We went through it steady, but can take up to about 45, 50 if you're, pacing yourself according to your stress and energy level that day.
Yeah. I'll just say from my point, it felt really good. It wasn't like one of those hard, go get them workouts. It was more exactly like the program is, Revive, to, on your rest day, that could be like an active recovery, or, just to move, just to feel good. So for that workout, my heart rate got elevated, my breathing started to get elevated, but as soon as that happened, it was over, and then we did some breath work to finish it off, and so I feel amazing.
Awesome.